Hi everyone, HouseOfSten here, and today I thought I'd do a bit of a different video. I wanted to do basically a breakdown of my achievement hunting journey so far. You know, having a look at some of the games I've done, looking at some of the achievements, for good ones, for bad ones, for difficult ones, and yeah, just sort of talk about the plans of the channel, what got me into achievement hunting, and talking about the schedule as well going forward. We'll have a quick look at my profile now, see basically what the state of my achievement hunting journey is so far. So this is what it's kind of looking like at the minute. You know, you can see me there, HouseOfSten, 61,535 gamerscore, and then me on a weird rainbow pony unicorn thing, but yeah, you know, that's the gamerscore so far. So it's not the highest at the minute, but we're gonna have a look at the achievements now. So it makes sense obviously to start down the bottom, and I'm not gonna go through every single game. You know, there's some games that are self-explanatory. There's no point covering every single card, every single, you know, whatever. So we'll have a look at the games and all these ones down the bottom. In my eyes, back in the day, completing a game was getting 1,000 gamerscore. I wasn't used to games bringing out DLC and stuff, so that's why all these big gaps are here. But I've started a series over on Twitch called Mop Up Mondays, where I'm revisiting every single game on this list, and I will be trying to unlock all the achievements. I understand some are obviously going to take quite a long time. You know, there's like Gears of War games and stuff. I can invest a couple of days if need be, Monday, Tuesday, and it's going to be a consistent basis. So, you know, if that is something, you know, that might interest you, feel free to check out the channel over at Twitch. So let's get into it. So Dragon Age Inquisition. This is the game that came with my Xbox. Never played a Dragon Age before, but I just thought, screw it, you know, let's try it out. And it was one of those games that was surprisingly really enjoyable. I completed the game on hardest difficulty, but the remaining achievements are DLC, so I will revisit that at some point. You know, it's kind of like an open, it's made by the same people who made Mass Effect, so it's like an open world game that's really good. I don't think there's any new ones, but Fallout's Fallout, you know, they're all kind of the same. I don't think there's any difficulty related achievements. It's more completing the game, completing the side missions, completing like factions and side quests, and then just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. So again, with Fallout 4, it's just a case of picking up the DLC, nuke a world, nothing difficult. Mass Effect, this was a game I used to play back in the day, which is why I picked it up. Mass Effect has quite an iconic difficulty, Insanity mode, which is just, it depending on the Mass Effect, you know, I think the earlier one, Mass Effect 1, it wasn't too hard. Yeah, I love this game, man. It was just a great game overall. The characters are great, the story's great. I like the whole having allies and being able to level them up, have a skill tree. You know, you build compositions, whether you want more tech focused, biotic focused, or just sheer sort of like, you know, brute force. So yeah, I really enjoyed that game, and the remaining achievements on here are to complete a majority of the game with certain allies. And when I played it through, I kind of just mixed my allies here and there. Basically, you just need to go and do a bunch of side missions, so that is something I'll try and squeeze in. Skyrim, same as Fallout, you know, complete the main quest. Skyrim, fucking unreal game. I just need to go back, complete the DLC, do a few miscellaneous stuff, and yeah, happy days. Halo 5, me and my brother's always done Halo games. It's been just something we've always done since Halo 1, 2, 3. Every Christmas we used to always play it, and we've always done Legendary. We'd like a bit of a challenge, but this one sucked because there was no split screen, and we never had two Xboxes, we just had the one. So it kind of sucked that I had to do this one solo. There was an achievement, I think, for completing it on Legendary solo. You know, it's one of those games where you just have to take it slow. The achievements I have left is, ironically, you have to do certain things co-op. There's another co-op one. Co-op there, yeah. So it's just a case of probably doing a quick playthrough with my brother, now that we have two Xboxes. And yeah, just doing the achievements. So it's I've done the hard ones on there. Mass Effect 2, again, Insanity mode. Carried my character over. It's just a case of doing DLC on there. Borderlands 2. Borderlands are great games. 1 was really good. 2 is by far the best. I don't care what anyone says. You know, making your character, leveling them up, and the whole story is It's just stupid. It's a stupid game, but it's not too stupid. It's enough to make you laugh and keeps you kind of hooked, which is the main thing. And when it does end, it's gutting, because it's one of those games you just don't want to end. The achievements I've left on here are just the DLC ones. I know nothing about the DLCs in Borderlands games. I've never bought like the season pass or anything like that. So Gears 4, you know, all the Gears War games have the iconic insane difficulty campaigns. I didn't do insane on this one. You can see that, I mean, I need another 3,000 gamer score. There's a lot to do on there, a lot of horde achievements, a lot of multiplayer ones. I need to do the game on insane. There's collectibles, or inconceivable difficulty, which basically is completing the game, I believe, in one go. I don't think you get saves or checkpoints, but if you die, you die. That's it. You have to start again. So that'll be a bit of a nightmare. But as you can see, all my games are at 1,000 gamer score. So I did put in a little bit of a grind at the time. And then, like this game, I hadn't played Call of Duty for years and years. I thought I'd treat myself, you know, let's see what Call of Duty's about. And this one fucking sucked. Like, I hated this Call of Duty. The campaign was good. I enjoyed it. It gave me sort of like Medal of Honor vibes, which, if you played Medal of Honor, great game. But I didn't do this one on Veteran. There was just so many achievements. I kind of got the 1,000 gamer score pretty easy. Apart from having to do on Veteran, I believe all these achievements are DLC zombies. That is something I'll have to visit. Zombies changed a lot from what they were back in the day when I played it. You know, it used to just be round-based, survive, that's all you had to do. Now there's a lot of like, there's stories to it and puzzles and all that kind of stuff, which doesn't really interest me, but gotta do what you gotta do, isn't it, to get that max gamer score. Minecraft, you know, I think we all played this when we were younger. It's one of those games you kind of messed around on, and I did the unlucky thing where I loaded up Minecraft again. I didn't realize there was 2 editions, so yeah, I did 2 lots of Minecraft, which was pretty annoying, because a lot of these achievements are not hard, it's just tedious and very time consuming. So yeah, gotta do that twice. Pre-sequel again, just like the other Borderlands, I need to do DLC. Division, amazing game. I picked up the Division really late. Me and my brother enjoyed this game. You know, it's typically, it's kind of like Borderlands, but like third person. You know, it's a case of doing a bunch of missions, side missions, leveling up, finding new gear, and it just progressively gets harder and harder. So yeah, they brought out DLC, all this survival mode and this underground stuff. So I need to do those. Yeah, nothing too hard. Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead is in my top 5 games. I used to hammer these games so badly. I've done the hardest achievements already, which is completing the game on expert and completing a campaign on expert with realism on. I used to do this all the time. It wasn't the hardest thing in the world. If you know what you're doing and you know the sort of spawns and what could happen and you prepare properly, this game is it's not too difficult. The last stuff I need to do is just certain stuff, some DLC there, the passing. Yeah, just sort of stuff you'd boost online, to be honest, because I don't think the player base will be there. I think the hardest one would be this one, form a team and beat an enemy team in 4 versus 4, because I don't think the player base will be there. And yeah, it's you know, it's one of those achievements I need people. So might be something I have to boost. FIFA 18. I remember just randomly getting this because I thought, screw it, I haven't played FIFA in years. Let's get this one, try it out. And there was nothing difficult about this. It was just a case of completing the story, playing some online matches, and then just doing the odd specific thing like scoring a hat trick with your left foot, right foot, and a header. So not hard at all. Final Fantasy. I got this the day it came out just to see what it's about. There was no DLC at the time that came out when I found this game. So that's just a case of me having to pick up all that DLC. I think each character's got their own specific one. I bought the Royal Edition to this game, and at the start of the game you get this, all your characters get these like special armors. It just made the game way too easy, which kind of sucked, because Final Fantasy it's all about that grind in a way. You know, you need to level up, get your skills. The way you level up's different in each one, whether there's like a skill grid or something like that. Yeah, I just need to go back, revisit that. Call of Duty 4, iconic. I did the original one, but yeah, the hardest achievements on this game are obviously going to be the Mile High Club, and it is also going to be. These, I think, of a remaster, the achievements are slightly different to the original one. But I have done both now, and it's actually going to be the next video coming out. Yeah, skydive to safety, you can see 0.64, really low unlock rate. So still a very rare achievement, but this achievement, it's no joke, man. This can break you mentally. It's a very hard one, and you have to just keep trying and trying and trying. The key is not to get tilted. But apart from that, it's just a case of completing the game on veteran, and you should have that 1000G. Resident Evil 5 is, honestly, I believe it's a great game. It's amazing. It's just not a great Resident Evil game, if you know what I mean. If this game wasn't called Resident Evil, it'd be amazing. Because it is Resident Evil, there's a bunch of stupid stuff on there, like Wesker is flying around and Chris Redfield punching boulders with his bare fist and breaking them on a volcano. Just doesn't make sense, but yeah, there's achievements I need to do on here. I need to complete the game on professional, which me and my friend did on the 360 version years back. You know, it's definitely not easy. Yeah, that one here, 2% unlock rate, so not the easiest, but very much doable. Wolfenstein is not a game I wanted to do. My brother actually, I think, loaded this up by accident, and I didn't realize now that if you've got a game with 0 game score and you don't want it on your list, you can just press X and it deletes it. Back in the day, if you put in a game and it showed on your list, it's stuck on your list no matter what. So I had to grind this game out. Yeah, there was like an Uber difficulty, which was a nightmare. It did take many days. I just had to take it really slow and learn the level, and a lot of camping taken, so kind of like veteran campaigns on Call of Duty. Apart from that, it was just a case of upgrading your weapons, finding collectibles, and of course completing the story. So it wasn't the worst. It just wasn't a game I wanted to do, which sucked, and that's what made it painful. Zombie Army Trilogy is actually a game I played with my dad. My dad is addicted to this game, and when I say he's addicted, I mean he puts in like 8-hour shifts when he can on this game. On the hard mode on it, he's literally rank 1 on every single map. It's crazy. He just literally loads up hard and kills zombies all day, every day. Don't know how he doesn't get bored of it. No idea. But he basically boosted this 1000 gamer score for me. We played it together. We did the story on the hardest difficulty, and he just knew where all the collectibles were. I was just there for a ride, basically. I just followed him, and yeah, helped out where I could. But yeah, it was, you know, a pretty fun game. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think there's 3 games that come to mind when I think easy 1000 gamer score. There's Avatar: The Last Airbender, where you can get 1000 gamer score in about 10 seconds. I'm sure it's just hammering the X button, getting the combo. There's King Kong, completing the story, get all the 1000 gamer score. And what's the other one? Fight Night Round 3, where basically, you'll see it on the list here. You just have to win every single fight, get a title fight, win the fight. There's an achievement. Win your next bunch of fights, get another title fight, win that fight, get the achievement. So yeah, there it is there actually. So it's dead easy. State of Decay 2. Yeah, I don't think there was any sort of difficulty related ones. Yeah, a bunch of DLC came out. That's what the Juggernaut edition is. But yeah, there's achievements like completing the game as a builder, which is basically just roles at the start that you can select. Killing, you know, X amount of zombies. Yeah, Trader Legacy, Builder's Legacy. So it's just going to be a case of doing a couple of playthroughs, and it was a very enjoyable game. I just did that with my brother, and I've unlocked 71 achievements, and I'm still not even halfway through. That just shows you the sheer level of achievements on that game. Dead Island was a great game. I enjoyed that. It's kind of like Borderlands, but with zombies. There wasn't really any hard achievements on there. There was just one that was a bit annoying, where you have to loot 5 exceptional items, I believe. The hard ones were fine. Reaching level 50 was fine. Yeah, this one, it just, the spawn rate on these items were just so low that it just felt difficult to get it, man. It was a nightmare. A Way Out, dead easy game score. It's not even really the campaign that you have to do. It's just certain things within it. There's like certain ones like releasing a bird out of a cage and stuff. So it's a case of just, you need to know what you're looking for, basically. So I just advise, if you're going to do this, is just load up a YouTube video, see where the achievements are, I don't think there's any spoilers getting these. It's just the case of just knowing what you're looking for. Wildlands, fine, though. I did this with my brother. Wasn't any hard difficulty ones. The only thing I need to do is the DLC on there and a few collectibles. I did do one of the DLCs that came with the game, but yeah, I just need to do some collectibles and the other DLC. Gears 5, a lot to do on there. Not a game I enjoyed, to be fair. It's definitely the worst Gears of War. Well, Gears. But it is one I'm going to have to put a grind in. So it's something like Gears 4. There's a whole bunch of multiplayer, campaign, collectibles, inconceivable difficulty. So I will have to do that. Halo Master Chief Collection. It's like 6 or 7 campaigns all in as one. I definitely did 1 and 2 on here, but the hardest ones is Lasso, which is Legendary Old Skulls On. If you don't know what that is, basically skulls are collectibles in the game. Pick those up. Each campaign's got their own set of skulls, and you have to turn them on basically, and they are modifiers that will either make the game harder or easier for you, but a majority of the time it is harder. So it's going to be things like enemies have extra health, enemies throw more grenades, you have no minimap, no HUD, no crosshair, and in exchange for that you might get like unlimited ammo. The stupid one's a grunt birthday party that doesn't really do anything except do a little confetti party when you headshot a grunt. So yeah, it's going to be one hell of a grind getting those, but I'm well up for it. I love Halo, great games. Not a fan of the recent ones, but is what it is. Walking Dead, dead easy. This is just completing the campaign. I think it's actually just completing the campaign. You get the 1000 gamer score. I don't think there's anything sort of specifically you need to do. Mass Effect 3, same as the other ones, insanity difficulty, and then some DLC. I'll go back and revisit those and hopefully unlock that. I don't think it will be a problem. ReCore, I actually enjoyed this game. I've always seen gameplay trailers of it, but I just never played it. Yeah, it was just a case of completing the story, and then there's a lot of puzzles on that game. There's a lot of these time trials you need to do, and that's definitely what I need to do. It's for time trials, so it's basically just testing your movement. Everything has to kind of go right and smooth in order to get it, but I don't think it'll be impossible. So yeah, looking forward to that. Gunstar Heroes is a game me and my brother grew up playing on Sega, one of our favorite games. I have no idea why it's on Xbox, but yeah, easy. Just complete the game and you get the 200 gamer score. On this one, obviously I need to do seriously again, which is 10,000 kills. It's just going to be a grind. Luckily on this one it's not rank kills, it's just kills in general. But the issue is the player base, so I need to work out what I'm going to do on there. But yeah, I'll come to that when I revisit it. Streets of Rage 4. Me and my brother loved Streets of Rage 2 growing up. So it felt right just to do Streets of Rage 4. There's achievement for basically getting a certain score on each level, which is the hard one. Basically you have to keep a combo, not die, not get hit. So I'm not looking forward to that one, but it's one I'm going to have to do. So yeah, that's how it goes. This game is fun, man. This is like Streets of Rage. So it's just a case of completing the campaign, and I think the hardest one I had to do was that was a bit of a grind, get all people at max level. But yeah, this one, complete arcade mode without using a credit, which is basically completing the whole game in one go without dying, which it's pretty hard because the bosses are pretty difficult. And yeah, the clue in arcade is obviously you imagine an arcade machine. You can't just restart, right? Gears Tactics, really hard game. This game is like chess. You have to know what you're doing. Thing is with this is you can't just follow a guide because enemies spawn in hundreds of different places. The way they move is totally different, and if you haven't set up properly, you will die. So you can see how low the game score is, 0.11%. Where's the insane difficulty one? There we go, 0.23%. Complete the campaign on insane without a single unit dying. That was the nightmare one, because it means basically I couldn't make any mistakes. It was insane. Your players don't go down, they just die. And obviously my players can't die for this achievement, so bit of a nightmare. But the achievements I need is just very specific ones, like, you know, get a headshot and 5 kills with a grenade or something like that. Kill 10,000 enemies, that's a bit of a grind. So yeah. Anthem, I booked a week off for this game and my god was it a flop. Absolutely atrocious at the time. But luckily they kind of fixed it, but at that point the game was too late. Endgame does suck on it, but the campaign, the initial campaign was really good. Yeah, this one was a nightmare, this achievement. Complete all Bastion collectible challenges. The issue with this one is the collectibles are weird. It's like it can be in one of 4 places. So if you go to the collectible, it could have moved from A to C, and then when you move from A to B, it could go from C to A where you've just been. So you constantly, while you're trying to find it, it can be moving the other side of the map, and you'd never ever get it. So absolute nightmare. Took just many hours of this tedious grindiness. Overcooked 2 is a game I played with RQ. She's another streamer who I met, and yeah, started off just nice and chilled, but quickly led into a very painful, anxiety-ridden game. You know, this level pushes you to the limits, how stressful it can get. But we got all the achievements for reaching, I can't remember what it's called, like S rank or what's, yeah, getting 3 stars on each level. So we did that in the base game, but there's a lot of DLC, so it's just a case of doing that again on the DLC. So we are up for it. It will be good, but yeah, it's gonna be stressful. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you know, it's the same as the other ones, veteran campaign, nothing too crazy. This one was actually one of the easier ones, and the story on this one is really great, so I advise people do the story, it's good. Alien Fireteam, this is actually one of my proudest unlocks. This is just DLC, basically the DLC was stupid. You had a new character and you basically had to complete the same level 10 times to get this achievement, so it wasn't hard, it was just like really boring and tedious. But this is the one I'm proud of. Finish all campaigns on insane difficulty. You can see there 0.08 unlock rate. It's hard. It's really hard. Enemies are tanky. They do loads of damage. It requires teamwork, synergy. You need to know the levels. You need to know what you're doing. You can't have a noob on your team. That's very unforgiving. Yeah, it was one hell of a challenge fighting through these levels. It is honestly my proudest achievement in this game. Hard, hard, hard. And it might be even something that I do again as a video, just to showcase how hard it is. But if you are going for that, good luck. You need to put in the effort. But I think I will do a full video on that. Now these ones just dead easy. You know, 1000 gamer score, just Game Pass games. Just follow a YouTube guide, dead easy. Outer Wilds, unreal game. Amazing story. Music fantastic. But the part that makes it difficult is certain achievements. Some can be very easy, but if you don't know what Outer Wilds is, basically it's a loop of the same day over and over. I think it's a day or whatever, but you have to do whatever you need to do in that time before the sun blows up, and then you spawn again, and then so you have a set amount of time to do stuff. But some of these achievements take time to set up and get ready, or even just traveling there. But the hardest one was, where is it? This one. Ride the wave for at least 15 seconds on a raft. That is the most, I wouldn't even say buggy, it's kind of like clunky physics and just RNG. So you need to hope you don't collide into things. And yeah, it's just really hard, man. I think that was like the only hard one, apart from, where is it? There is one. Oh wait, I just remembered another 2 actually. So yeah, this one. Enter giant's deep ocean fast enough to break through the current. I followed guide after guide after guide. I could just not break through this, man. It would do like the animation as if I was, but the achievement was just not unlocking. And after about 5 or 6 hours of just flying back and flying forward into the planet, it eventually worked. So happy days. But the other one was this one. I think my issue is that I tried to get this pretty much straight away, and that was before I sort of knew how to fly, the mechanics, physics, but landing on that sun was an absolute nightmare. So good luck to anyone doing that. But still a great game. These ones for easy 1000 gamer score. Sega Collection Streets of Rage. That's just all the Sega Streets of Rage games. They're not hard. It's just a case of completing them. Dead easy. Another one I'm proud of is World War Z. This game is underrated. I don't care what anyone says. The hardest thing people will probably try and get is these ones here, the multiplayer. It's just the player base online is not there. The campaigns you'll find players, but multiplayer probably not. I was lucky and had a couple of friends who played, so made it quite easy. But this takes a lot of farming, as in basically farming, I mean completing levels. But I enjoyed the game, I loved it, so it didn't really feel like a grind. But there's achievements for obviously completing the game on the hardest difficulty, and yeah, it's nowhere near as hard as Alien Fireteam, but still it's a challenge. Back for Blood, kind of like Left 4 Dead, you know. I don't think it was too hard, considering you could get cards that upgrade your characters. I don't recall that being difficult at all. I do just need to do the DLC. There's a couple of secrets on it to find, but I will go back and revisit that. Red Dead 2 is probably my next proud collection. Yeah, well, you can see this achievement here, 70 gold medals. I've done a YouTube video on that, so if you do want to watch that, I'll put a link in the top corner. But yeah, this was just a nightmare, because I tried to cram this in one day, and I think that's where I went wrong. I burnt myself out. I did it over 2 days, I think, getting the achievement. But if I spaced it out, it would have been a lot more enjoyable. But apart from that, the next achievement is this 100% completion. If you've got this achievement, I honestly, I have respect for you, because there's no cheat code to doing this. It's one hell of a grind. You gotta have patience. It's tedious, it's painful, it's RNG, camping, looking for these birds, animals, studying them all, doing those stupid challenges, gambling, hunting. Oh, it's a grind. And yeah, props to you if you have it, honestly. It's not easy. So good on you. Borderlands again, DLC I need to do. Call of Duty, already covered it. I've done a video unlocking the achievements on that, so that'll be coming out soon. Stray, as soon as this came out, I wanted to get straight onto it. I have a cat, as you can see. He's kind of chilling over there. Want some snacks? Yeah, you'll appreciate Stray a lot more if you do actually have a cat, but it's an amazing game. Puzzles, the action on it, really enjoyable. But I love this game. Really, really good. The only hard one was completing the game in, is it under 2 hours? Yeah, less than 2 hours. I was extremely close, because mine was kind of glitching out. But I think I did it in 1 hour 57. But a fantastic game. Honestly, I can see why I got Game of the Year. I advise anyone to do it. The Ascent is just a game I did with my brother. You know, we enjoy couch co-op. Wasn't too hard, especially with 2 of you. I think you can do it up to 4 player. I just need to do the new DLC that's came out. I'm going to pick that up on the next mop-up Monday. Yeah, that should be all done soon. But it's a great game. It's just a cyberpunk world, kind of bird's eye view, killing a bunch of stuff. Great story, no complaints really. Starfield, amazing. Well, amazing once you get past the first couple of hours. I woke up at 2 a.m. Was it 2? I think 2 a.m. to play this game. That's what time it released my side, and I just got straight away grinding on this, and I'd completed all the story, all the side missions, the factions, the leveling up, and I think I was the 6th person on Xbox to unlock all the achievements. So pretty proud of that, considering, you know, how many people played the game. There was a lot of hype to this, but yeah, a lot of stuff I wasn't happy about on Starfield. Hopefully it's stuff they fix and, you know, put right, stuff like the flying, but I'm sure they will fix it. But hopefully it's sorted for when the DLC comes out, because there will be a lot of DLC for this game. Halo Infinite, I did lasso single player by myself without using the Scorpion gun. However, the achievement did not unlock, and that has mentally broken me. I'm not gonna lie. I've contacted Halo. Their reply basically was, have you tried doing it again? And I was like, fucking no, because that shit was torture. There we go, yeah. So I did do it, that's for Nightmare, and so 0% as well. I've got it, you know, I've got the footage, I've did it live on Twitch, but I just didn't unlock, and that sucks, because I met all the criteria, the skulls were on, did all the levels, it was a pain, but yeah, I just don't have any motivation right now to go back and do it. I would just do it in co-op, if I do it again, since, you know, I have done it the hard way. Diablo 4, awful game. Story, absolutely loved it. You know, I love Diablo. I absolutely hammered Diablo 2, Diablo 3. Diablo 2 was the best Diablo ever. It's a very, very old game, and I grew up playing that sort of when everyone was playing RuneScape and all that stuff. But this game it sucked. As soon as you finish the campaign, there is no end game. There's the odd world boss, whatever. You know, they were fine, but the level 100 grind is just tragic, because it's just a case of doing dungeon after dungeon after dungeon after dungeon, and it just gets boring, man. Honestly, boring. But luckily, with the new season coming out, they're reducing by about 40% the grind to level 100, and hopefully adding some new content. But apart from that, Uber Elif was a bit hard. Me and my friend had to do it together, because she was just very difficult, man. She's a tough bitch, I'll put it that way. But I just need to get level 50 on hardcore. I'm level 49 at the minute, so it is actually very, very close. And then I just need to kill 5 people online, and then that game's complete. That's going to be a video as well. And the one I'm doing now, which I just did today, Mop Up Mondays, is Diablo 3. And I just need to level one more character to level 70. And that's also on hardcore. So I'm currently doing the Witch Doctor, so if you want to check that out, it'll be live next Monday. Yeah, this is my achievement hunting journey so far. It's a lot of easy games, a lot of hard games, a lot of fun games. But yeah, you know, my focus right now is just cleaning all this up, and yeah, just picking up new games. The plan in terms of schedules and games, excuse me, was I plan basically Monday is going to be Mop Up Monday, where I revisit all games on this list and try and complete them. I've got Tuesday kind of free as well, if it's going to be a game that's going to take a bit longer, like Gears of War and stuff like that. I can give it Monday, Tuesday if need be, but Monday will definitely be clearing up this list. Throwback Thursday is another series I'm doing, which is games like, you know, Call of Duty here, Borderlands. I've got like Hitman Blood Money coming up. Just old school 360 games, because that's what I would consider nostalgia these days. It's a throwback to the older games, and it'll just be a series unlocking achievements on the older games, whether it be things like Dead Rising, some Final Fantasy games, whatever it may be. And you can help me decide if you want to join in on the votes on Twitch or Discord. Feel free. And then the next game, apart from that, will just be the other days I'm live. That'll just be whatever game I want to enjoy, you know, whether it be a new game, just a game I fancy, or one that you use request. So that's the plan, basically having 3 games on the go: the Mop Up Monday, the Throwback Thursday, and then whatever game I want to play. So yeah, that's the schedule pretty much at the minute. Monday, Thursday, and then most likely Tuesday, and either Friday or Saturday. So no like specific set days apart from, you know, the Monday and the Thursday, but the other days can just kind of be whatever. But yeah, this is my achievement hunting journey so far. You know, it's nothing ridiculously crazy, but there is certainly ones I'm proud of and ones that are very rare. So yeah, if you got any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I will be doing a video as well on my gaming room. This is actually the room I grew up in. You know, this used to be my old bedroom. Now it's been converted into pretty much like a full-time gaming studio. So yeah, I'd love to do a video breaking down the process, what it was before, a bit of during of some of the work, after, you know, the completion, and show you some of my equipment, my PC, some of the peripherals I use, my monitors, screens, consoles, all that good stuff. So that will be a video in the future. But yeah, thank you very much for checking this video out. Like I said, if you do have any questions, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer them. But yeah, looking forward to, you know, making achievement hunting my content and seeing where it goes, and yeah, just unlocking achievements. You know, it's something I love doing. So I love the challenge behind it. I love the grind, the sense of completion, you know, when you finally get it. So yeah, I love this game, and there's a lot of cool achievement hunters out there. Snamwitches, Son of Jazzy, Snuddy V2. Yeah, it's just something we all love doing. So yeah, thanks for checking out the video. Like I said, if you do want any updates or anything like that, feel free to comment or check out the Twitch channel. But again, see you next time, and we'll go from there. Peace out.